Avoid using personal information in your passwords. These are things like your first or last name, birthday, address, company, or username. Using this kind of information makes it much easier to guess a part or even the entirety of your password. These details might be private to you, but they might actually be readily accessible through public records, social media, or other channels. An example of this kind of password would be something like John Smith, 1993. Right from the start, you can see that anyone who already knows John's full name could guess the majority of the password. If the hacker found John's social media account and it happened to display his birthday as March 4th, 1993, then they have the other piece. It wouldn't take much guesswork for a skilled hacker to crack this password, and this is why it's especially weak. Avoid using the same password across multiple accounts. The more accounts that you have online or across your various devices, the more opportunities you have for a breach. It's just a numbers game after all. Furthermore, sometimes a data breach happens and it is out of your control. Unfortunately, large amounts of passwords can get leaked by a hacker in a massive breach. If you use the same password for multiple, if not all of your accounts, then the danger here is probably obvious. Repeated passwords can lead to repeated breaches, so try to make every password you have unique. Avoid using single words as passwords. The less complex a password is, the easier it is to guess. It's common to use real words within passwords, so if you do, try to make it a string of words rather than a single one. The more varied and complex these words become, the harder it is to crack. A weak single word would be something like avocado. While the word avocado might not appear to be the most common password, hackers often use dictionary programs to quickly move through single-word possibilities. Unfortunately, this brute force strategy does work. To safeguard against this, try something like avocado apple orange, a quirky password, perhaps, but a significantly stronger one too. Make your passwords more complex with the use of numbers, capital letters, and special characters. It's a good idea to use these types of characters to make your password even more complicated to crack. Many websites will actually require these steps when creating a password, so you can use their steps as a model. You can add multiple capital letters and other characters too. Avoiding the bare minimum leads to greater security on your end. So let's try modifying our password from before. Instead of avocado apple orange, we could use the following. This password now uses periods, underscores, capital letters, and a random string of numbers at the end. This is a very strong password, difficult to crack easily through guesswork or other means. Finally, don't give your passwords to other people, even if they are close to you. Sometimes things can slip, and even a close and trusted friend could make a mistake with a password. Treat your passwords like the sensitive personal data they are, and keep them to yourself. These are the most straightforward steps that you can take towards creating stronger and more secure passwords. Additionally, there are also some secondary tools that are a great help as well. Multi-factor authorization systems are a very useful and effective way of further securing your accounts. These systems use another one of your accounts or devices as a secondary login step. Here's an example of how it works. When making a new account, you create your username and password. After this, you are offered the option to activate multi-factor authorization. If you click yes, you'll be prompted to enter another piece of information, such as a secondary email account or your phone number. After setting this up, anytime you log into your account, a unique code will be sent to your email or phone number, and you'll be prompted to enter it afterward. This second step will make your account much more secure, as cracking it would require access to multiple accounts or devices to achieve that. Note that most security services with multi-factor authorization allow you to activate at any time, so give it a try if you haven't already. Random password generators are also very useful resources for strengthening your passwords. The truth is, fully random passwords are by far the strongest passwords that you can make. Random password generators make this process very simple as they ensure each of your passwords is wholly unique from each other. One drawback is keeping them securely recorded for future use. These passwords are likely very difficult to remember, and so you'll probably need them stored somewhere. This brings us to our final suggested resource, password managers. These are programs or apps that keep your passwords collected and accessible in a secure location. This is generally a much safer option than writing them down at work in a notebook or on sticky notes. Just make sure that you keep your password manager app secure as well. As you've now seen, creating strong passwords can be a bit of a complicated process, but this isn't a bad thing. Complicated passwords are secure passwords. Once you get used to these steps, you can feel much more confident in the safety of your data.